Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a little girl known as Little Red Riding Hood because she always wore a red hooded cloak. One day, her mother asked her to take a basket of goodies to her sick grandmother who lived in a cottage in the woods. Remember, her mother cautioned, do not stray from the path and be wary of strangers. As Little Red Riding Hood walked through the forest, she encountered a cunning wolf. The wolf, eager for a meal, asked her where she was going. Innocently, she told him about her grandmother's cottage. The wolf hatched a plan and suggested she pick up some flowers for her grandmother, which would delay her arrival. While Little Red Riding Hood gathered flowers, the wolf hurried to grandmother's cottage. He knocked on the door, and when the grandmother answered, he quickly locked her in a closet and disguised himself in her clothes, lying in wait for Little Red Riding Hood. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived, she found the door open and entered the cottage. She approached the bed and saw her grandmother looked strange. "Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have," she said. "All the better to hear you, my dear," replied the wolf. "And what big eyes you have," she continued. "All the better to see you with," said the wolf. "And what big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with," roared the wolf, leaping out of the bed. Just as the wolf was about to pounce on Little Red Riding Hood, a huntsman who had been passing by heard her screams. He rushed into the cottage, saw the situation, and quickly subdued the wolf. He freed the grandmother from the closet, and both were safe and sound. Grateful and wiser, Little Red Riding Hood promised never to stray from the path again and always to heed her mother's warnings. And they all lived happily ever after.